I'm going to continue debunking this claim until people stop making it. Folks will still say that the Second Amendment should only apply to muskets because that's somehow all the Founding Fathers could have possibly imagined at the time of the ratification, which is really stupid because at the time of the ratification of the Second Amendment, there existed firearms such as the Puckle gun, patented in 1718, the world's first Gatling gun. There was also the Kaufhof repeater, which was capable of firing between 30 and 60 rounds a minute. Some could even fire 29 rounds without reloading, similar to the modern-day AR-15. Similarly, you had the Belton flintlock. And in a somewhat funny design, you have the pepper box revolvers that could shoot a tremendous number of bullets with one pull of the trigger. And did they just forget that they had cannons at the time? Which, by the way, if you read the letters of marque and reprisal, the Founding Fathers were 100% in support of individuals owning cannons, and in fact said you can outfit your private vessel to become a battleship. Don't flex your historical ignorance.
The Second Amendment Foundation joins in with Connecticut gun owners against the state. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like channel like content and what I do here, you can support me with the link in the description box. Everything is appreciated. Connecticut residents, you're going to hear this up until July. If you plan on getting your Connecticut pistol permit, please get that training done before July 2024, because then after that it gets longer, harder, more expensive. If you have your permit, watch the expiration date. Don't let it expire. There's a link to the online renewal portal in the description box. Keep an eye on that. Let's talk about this now. This is a continuation of the lawsuit against Connecticut's assault weapons ban known as Grant versus Lamont, brought forward by Eddie Grant, a citizen of the state, who is contending that the assault weapons ban is unconstitutional based on the Bruin ruling, and he is 100% correct. But even without the Bruin ruling, it's still unconstitutional. But the Second Amendment Foundation has filed an appeal brief with the U.S. Second Circuit Court, saying that the district court in the preliminary injunction hearing got it wrong and erred in its ruling. I'm going to bring you into here. Second Amendment Foundation files appeal brief in challenge of Connecticut semi-auto ban. Now, Grant versus Lamont was actually a lawsuit against SB 1160. It has been expanded to include HB 6667, which is really a positive thing as far as I'm concerned. But attorneys for the Second Amendment Foundation have filed an appeal brief with the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in their challenge of the ban on so-called assault weapons by the state of Connecticut. The case is known as Grant versus Lamont. Now, this is Second Amendment Foundation, quote, Connecticut has enacted one of the strictest gun controls in the laws in the country, which criminalizes the mere possession of an AR-15 type rifle, said SEF founder and executive vice president Alan Gottlieb. We filed our lawsuit in September 2022, and the district court, ignoring the guidelines established in the June 2022 Supreme Court Bruin decision requiring historical relevancy, held the state ban to be unconstitutional. As we note in our brief, we cannot allow the district court's ruling to be go unchallenged because it essentially is based on subjective considerations the Bruin ruling forbids. Quote, our detailed brief provides ample historical facts regarding multi-shot rifles which existed at the time of the founding, and along with the Lewis and Clark expedition that would be banned under Connecticut's existing law, noted SAF Executive Director Adam Kraut. We state clearly how the long historical pedigree of rapid firing repeating firearms and the complete absence of any historical ban on their possession and uses precludes the state's current ban and makes it unconstitutional. Of course it does. In its appeal brief, SAF contends the district court erred when it denied the motion for preliminary injunction against enforcement of Connecticut's original and newly expanded ban on so-called assault weapons. Okay, and I can go ahead and come out of that. Now, once again, another step. Now, let's be clear. Let's put aside the court. And the Second Circuit it's a modern day liberal court. So I don't suspect they're going to grant this preliminary injunction. But if they were to grant it, then the assault weapon ban technically does not exist, which means all the registration for HB 6667 would be null and void until the lawsuit goes through the courts. So this will be a great thing to not have people, we're all rushing now to register others and pre-bans that were fine under SB 1160, which are no longer good under HB 6667 and have to be registered as assault weapons. It would basically halt all of it. So this is going to be an ongoing case. This is a great thing for the state of Connecticut. I don't expect the Second Circuit to approve it. I don't. I'm not this court. If they don't approve it, it must go to the next level. And this is what we need. We need one of these assault weapon ban cases to get to the Supreme Court to set precedent. It doesn't matter who gets it there first. One of them's got to get there. Supreme Court's got to hear it. And we got to get a ruling because it will end all of this. But once again, I'm hoping one day at some point I will get to sit down with Mr. Grant and we can discuss his lawsuit. I know he can't do that now, but I hope we get that moment and opportunity. We all get to powwow over this whole thing. But once again, another step in a very long process. A long process, in my opinion, that's done deliberately. But hey, let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.